Let's face it, the gut has gone from an overlooked plumbing system to a full-blown celebrity in the aging science world. It's no longer just where your lunch ends up. It's where immune decisions are made, inflammation is born or squashed, and possibly where the key to a longer, healthier life is brewing, burping, and metabolizing right under your nose. Or rather, just under your ribcage. Welcome to the Gut Aging Axis, where the trillions of microbes that call your colon home are quietly negotiating the terms of your biological lease. Recent research suggests that what you feed those microbes, especially fiber, prebiotics, and polyphenol, may have profound implications for how you age, from your immune resilience to how inflamed or calm your body stays after the age of 50. In fact, a growing chorus of studies is beginning to treat the gut microbiome less like a sidekick and more like a co-author in your aging story. And spoiler alert, that story gets a lot more exciting when you eat your vegetables. Let's start with the basics. Fiber-rich diets, especially those high in fermentable fibers like inulin, resistant starch, and oligosaccharides, feed beneficial gut bacteria. These are the unsung carbs that make it all the way to your colon intact, where they're joyfully devoured by the microbial residents. What you get in return is short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like butyrate, acetate, and propionate. These molecules are basically the goodwill ambassadors of the microbial world, calming inflammation, supporting the gut lining, and communicating with immune cells like diplomats on a mission to prevent cellular drama. The beauty here is that SCFAs don't just hang out in the colon. They enter circulation and start playing roles in regulating metabolism, appetite, and immune function. In animal models, higher butyrate levels are associated with delayed onset of age-related diseases, better insulin sensitivity, and even enhanced neuroplasticity. In human studies, individuals with more diverse gut microbiomes and higher SCFA production tend to show lower systemic inflammation, better immune responses, and slower immunosenescence. That's immune aging for those not fluent in gerontology. But it's not just about any fiber. It's about a steady, diverse supply of prebiotic-rich foods. Think leeks, onions, garlic, oats, bananas, Jerusalem artichokes, legumes, and whole grains. These aren't just random pantry items. They're strategic reinforcements in your microbial army. People who consume a wide variety of plant-based foods, the now famous 30 plants a week rule from the American Gut Project, consistently show higher microbial diversity, a trait increasingly linked to better aging outcomes. Basically, the more diverse your diet, the more microbe species you nurture, and the more metabolically resilient your body becomes. Your gut doesn't want a monologue, it wants a Broadway cast. So, how does this affect aging? Immune function is one major way. As we get older, the immune system naturally becomes less coordinated, more sluggish in its response to real threats, and simultaneously more prone to overreacting to harmless stimuli. Hello, chronic inflammation. This state, known as inflammaging, is a key risk factor for everything from cardiovascular disease to Alzheimer's. But here's where the microbiome shows up like a fiber-fueled superhero. By maintaining a balanced gut ecosystem, you reduce gut permeability, the dreaded leaky gut, lower circulating LPS, lipopolysaccharide, a bacterial fragment that drives systemic inflammation, and support immune cells that age more gracefully. In fact, one large European cohort found that older adults with more diverse microbiomes had lower frailty scores, better mobility, and even greater independence. The gut wasn't just an indicator of health, it was a contributor to it. Similarly, interventional studies show that increasing fiber intake, even modestly, leads to reductions in pro-inflammatory cytokines, improved T-cell function, and better vaccine responses in older adults. Yes, your salad might actually be helping your flu shot work better. Now, to be clear, the microbiome is a complex and still somewhat mysterious ecosystem. Not all fibers work the same for all people, and a diet that makes one gut bloom might leave another feeling bloated and betrayed. But the overarching principle remains solid. Diets that prioritize whole plant foods, fermentable fibers, and microbial diversity appear to extend not just lifespan, but health span. So, what does this look like in the real world? Less about pills and powders, more about colorful plates, crunchy legumes, and fermented goodies. It means swapping processed snacks for roasted chickpeas, trading soda for kefir, and maybe saying yes to that weird-looking root vegetable in the grocery store that turns out to be a prebiotic goldmine. Ultimately, the gut aging axis reminds us that the path to graceful aging might not go through the fountain of youth, but rather through your colon, armed with carrots, onions, and a robust sense of dietary adventure. So the next time you're planning your menu, Don't just think about calories or protein. Think about feeding your microbial roommates. Because the better you treat them, the better they'll treat you, and that's a long-term lease worth renewing.